but you've got folks staying overnight. What do you do? Nikki Onile has the answer for you. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
So, you know, let's say you are staying in a studio apartment, a bachelor, whatever you call it, in your neck of the woods. You've got basically a room and a bathroom. What do?
You want to make sure that your guest feels comfortable. You don't want them to feel like they're sleeping on your couch, taking up your living room space. So there's some things that we can do to make it feel comfortable. So if we take a look at this before shot, this is actually our living room that we've kind of changed.
Yes.
So you see in the living room, it's a small space. We don't even have space for a sofa. We have 2 chairs, we have an ottoman. And what you can do is, first of all, you need to think about sleeping accommodations.
Yes.
So in that case where you have only 2 chairs, what do? This ottoman actually pulls out to a queen bed. So
okay,
if you take a look at this,
now it's this bed. So you can see what it takes to actually pull it apart. We've got video of it starting as an ottoman, and then you basically disassemble the parts. Was it easy or hard?
Oh no,
that looks
took like
very
10
easy.
seconds. And then the cushions at the top act as the headboard, so it's really great.
That's so cool. Okay, so one product that does 2 very important functions.
Exactly. And then we dressed it with some great linens from H&M Home.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and just to mention, the ottoman is from Perez Furniture.
Okay, that's good to know,
yeah.
because people will be interested in that, especially even if you have a very small guest room.
Right.
You know, even if you're not in a bachelor, but you want that piece of furniture that's going to turn into a bed, that's amazing.
Exactly, and you want to make sure that the bed feels very lush, so again, your guest doesn't feel like they're sleeping in your living room.
Right. But you don't want them to stay too long. Maybe, you know, like make it kind of comfy, but let's not go too far here.
The other thing you want to think about is privacy.
Yes.
So there's a few things you can do. I think the important thing is to use what you have. You don't always have to rush out and get something. So for example, using trees just to kind of delineate the space.
That's great.
These are beautiful plants. They're actually one of my favorite plants right now from Sheridan Nursery.
Lovely.
So just creating some sort of a divide so that your guest kind of feels like they do have some privacy.
Yeah.
Or if you have a rolling rack, just throw a sheet right over it and create sort of like a room divider with it.
Make your own screen. That's
Exactly.
a very smart idea, and it's very inexpensive to get fabric.
Right.
Then we have this screen over here. Like, where would you get something like this?
This is from IKEA.
Oh, it's nice.
And it's great. It has like little grooves so you can hang things on it, and it has like
Right.
extra storage at the bottom for like extra pillows and throws and things like that in case they get cold.
And think about getting multiples if you want to put a couple
That's
up
right.
in a row,
That's
right? You've got a nice little room divider there.
And the good thing about that is that you can actually put it in your entryway. So if you don't always want it to divide, you can use it like as a little bench in your entryway.
That's smart. They're very compact. Okay, so we do want them to feel somewhat comfortable.
Exactly.
You've taken this piece of furniture, so the bar cart, and brought it into their space.
We've converted it to a guest cart. And then the thing you want to think about is all the little things that they'll need. Like, you know, we have water set up with some cups. We have an alarm clock. Although people use their cell phones now, so maybe not so much.
Yeah. But you know what I'm finding annoying? At hotels, they've taken out a lot of the clocks.
Right.
I don't want to sleep with my cell phone beside my head.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So
Well,
I
then
think it makes sense to have a clock. It's a smart idea.
And we've just put some towels at the bottom. So pretty much just setting it up so that everything that they need is available for them right when they're, you know, right beside their bed.
Yes, speaking of hotels, you might want to grab some of those soaps. Because look at these beautiful soaps, right?
Those are from HomeSense, very beautiful.
Okay, well, yeah, you can also get them at HomeSense. Just saying, while you're there, you might want to take some with you, because it's nice for them to have this, even like the shampoos and all of that, so your guests can use it. Very nice, beautiful hospital. They have their towels. It's great. Then you want to think about storage.
Right, and in a small space, and even when it's not a small space, storage is always an issue.
Right.
So in this case, our homeowner doesn't have a lot of storage, so they're using their bike. They've hung their bike upside down, put some hangers on the straight part of it, and they're just hanging some things on it.
So in the regular space, they would have used the vertical space to hang the bike, and then all they do is you hang some hangers up, and then your guests feel great. They don't have to live out of a suitcase.
Right, just make sure you clean the bike off before you hang it up there.
That's a very smart idea. I love that. Okay, great space solutions. Anything else?
Just making sure that your space feels comfortable, so leaving slippers on the floor or extra throws and things like that. So just make sure that your guest doesn't actually feel like they're sleeping in your living room space.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, that's very nice. It's a good thing.